there are people who believe that wedlock is the first wife. I have never researched that. It has just come to me right now that I need to research about that. I need to research about, we have just talked about the word wedlock, and we have our own preconceived ideas on what it means. But David was born out of wedlock. That means the mother of David was not legal. But when you come to Bible, you realize that even the concubines were legal. Like now David had so many wives. So we need to study that word, kinry, wedlock. Okay. This boy was given the responsibility of taking care of the sheep. There is no low job. There is no low job. What defines the low job is the person behind the job. It's not the job that defines that the job is a low job. It is the person and the mentality of the person behind the job that makes it the low job. But there is no job that is low job. Yeah. Even being a maid is not a low job. It's not a low job. I don't know who told you that roasting maize is a low job. Yes. You can be roasting maize in State House. Yes. Are you together? One day I was listening to the deputy president, and he was talking about the people that cut the fences and flowers. They have to be asked for the CVs. They have to be graduates. You cannot just be called to go there and, in the offices of the deputy president, and you are the one cutting flowers and not educated. And I heard him say that the guy who cuts flowers, you think it's a low job, is paid 200K. Just maintaining the fence. And they even don't use a pagger. They don't use paggers there. No. They use machines. There's a particular machine that looks like a power saw for cutting the fence. Are we together? So, in the world, in the perspective of the world, if you are employed in a compound to cut the fences, to you, in your mentality, is a low job. But there are places that we should think is a low job. It's not a low job. Go to a 5-star hotel. You get a saloon there. Yes. And you are charged in that saloon. That's when you will know it is not a low job there. Hallelujah. The one having a saloon in that 5-star hotel is driving a big car, is having a lot of money, because he has the class of people that he meets. Because that is not a low job. I was talking with one sister, and I was asking, why didn't you carry your children to the UK? I said, no, you cannot be here to pay a nun. Because the anan is not a low job. Some Kenyans that leaves Kenya here, they go to America. They are doing some of the jobs you cannot do here, and they are sending you money. They are millionaires. Are we together? Because there is no low job in this life. What makes the work low is the person behind the job. The president, the vehicle of the president goes to the car wash. You want to tell me the person who washes the vehicle of president is paid like the car wash guy here? No. Yes. You want to tell me the person who cuts the hair of the president is paid like the barber shops allowed here? Let me tell you something. When one day you realize that there is no low job in this life, you'll up your game. You'll open your next door. Let me tell you, the mentality that you have on particular jobs. You know, one day when we left high school, and one of my brother, we used to think like, when you leave the house, the first thing you go do is computer. For 3 months. Then as you are waiting to go to college. But there's this young man who was my friend. When we went to do computer, he went to the polytechnic. And he went in a local polytechnic. And to us, it looked like, that's a low life we are choosing. Are you getting it now? We thought he was choosing a low life. Wait until people get out of high school. You tell them to go to the polytechnic. Most of them will think that you are choosing a low life. It's until you come to the world that you are living today. Some of the jobs that people thought they were low job, today they are the best paying jobs. Some of them was a plumber. Your parents keep on you there, trying to beg you to go and join plumber you don't want. Because to you, in your mentality, it's a low job. Are you together? So this guy went and said, me, I'm not going to do computer. I want to go and do driving.